guys, welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing like a review, testing new makeup, some of the stuff that I'm using, I've used already. Some of the stuff I got is new to my collection, but I've used maybe 1 or 2 times. And then some of the stuff is first impressions. I didn't use it at all. So if you are interested in what I have on my face right now and what I think about it, please keep watching. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty. I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty brow pencil in the shade dark brown, and I'm just going to start filling in my brows. So I like to just draw the outlines first, and then I fill it in. And then I like to take this little brush part and just brush through everything, making it look as natural and as seamless as possible. And you know, not everyone's perfect. I'm not perfect with my brows. Brows are supposed to be sisters, not twins. And even sometimes my brows are like cousins by marriage, just depending on the day. All right, so next we're going to go in with the eyes. This is going to be the star of the show because I'm going in with the ABH Jackie Aina palette. This palette is so pretty. I love it. I literally, the second I saw it, I was like, I had to get it. I mean, I get all of Anastasia's palettes because I just collect them. But this one, I was like, I need to have it because it's fucking gorgeous. Like, look at these colors. I dipped into them a little bit already. I did an eye look about a week ago with this palette, and gorgeous. The colors blend beautifully. The freaking shimmers are beautiful. The mattes are beautiful. It's just such a unique palette that I just had to get it. And I was so inspired to like create 1,000 looks for it. So this is what we're going to be using today. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my lids. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. eye primer. I need to get another one. This is like most definitely running out. And I'm just going to go in with my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush and just blend. And I blend it all the way up to my brows because I'm blending all of my shadows up to my brows. So there goes that. And then I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. eye tapes and I'm just going to place it on the side of my eyes because I want to create a nice sharp line. So for my transition shade, the first color I'm going to go into is the shade Ginger right here. I love these colors for transition shades. I just think that they are absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to go in, apply the color, and just blend, 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 blend. And I like to blend pretty much all the way to my brow and all the way to my inner corner. Because I have hooded eyes, I have to create the illusion that I have more lid space than what I actually have. And then after that shade, I'm going to go in with Edges, which is like another like deeper burnt orange shade right here. And I'm going to just take another little blending brush, and I'm just going to add a little bit more depth. And I'm taking this right along the crease, and I'm not pulling it as far up as I did that transition shade, but I am still pulling it up and into the inner corner. I'm also going to apply a little bit on the outer corner of my lid, and I'm doing that to have like a base color there for when I go in with my darker shade. Alrighty, and then I'm just going to take another smaller little blending brush. This is the Morphe M514 brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Credit here from the palette, just a little bit, and I'm going to add this right on the outer corner, just to give it a little bit more smoke and definition, and I'm blending it right into the crease. And with darker shades like this, I like to start off really light and then build up the color, because you could always add more, you can't subtract. And then I'm just going to go in with that first original ginger shade and just reinforce that transition. I think for today, I'm gonna do it pretty and sultry. Actually, I lied. I'm just gonna go big with it. I'm going to go in with the shade Wiggleless. Wiggleless is that very bright, deep red shimmer, and I'm going to go in with the brush that it provides on the flat side, and I'm just going to put it on the inner portion of my lid. Not the inner, the center portion of my lid. And slightly blend it into that Credit shade. And you see how I'm pulling it up past my lid space above my natural crease? Because of my hooded eyes, I want to make sure that, you know, you see that color. And that color definitely has some fallout, as you can see. But nothing that you can't work with, or nothing that a wipe won't just take off. And then I'm going to go in with the other side of that flat brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Soleil, which is this very like light, pretty champagne-y glitter. And I'm taking that and putting it on the inner corner of my eye. I'm just going to slightly blend those two shades together. And then I'm going to take the fluffy brush again and just blend these edges. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is prep my face. I'm going to prime it with the Too Faced Hangover primer. This is my Holy Grail primer. It has coconut water built into it, so it's very hydrating. And then for pore filling, I'm going to be using the Benefit Professional primer. So I'm going to take a little bit of it, and I'm going to just go around the T-zone, because that's where I have large pores, all around like my nose, my cheek area. And then again, for another star of the show is the foundation from Anastasia, the Luminous foundation. I cannot stress enough how beautiful this foundation is. I absolutely love it. It's like, the coverage is amazing, the finish is amazing. It's like a perfect like finish of luminosity. It's not too luminous where you look greasy, but it's just so pretty. I just gotta show you. So I'm just gonna do 3 pumps and just dab it all over my face. And then I'm gonna take my sponge. This is the Wet n Wild sponge, and just blend it into my skin. Oh, and I am in the shade 340C. See how like that gives you such a beautiful natural, not natural finish, but you see like that gorgeous luminosity you have to the skin. Like, look how pretty that is. It's fucking gorgeous. And the coverage is like a medium coverage, but you definitely can build it up. Like, I'm gonna build it up on my cheeks because I have a little problem areas there. And then for concealer, I'm going to be using the Stay Naked Correcting Concealer. This has again become one of my favorites, and I'm in the shade 50WY. I like this concealer because it gives me that beautiful coverage that I like. But out of all of my concealers, this doesn't crease as much as my other ones. Although it still creases, it doesn't crease as much, which is really what I look for. Because I've never found a foundation that, no, not a foundation, I never found a concealer that didn't crease in my under eye, like at all. So I'm not even looking for that anymore. I'm just looking for what creases the least. And this one for sure is it. And this is a matte concealer, but it's not super drying on the skin, and I think it's gonna be a nice balance with the Luminous foundation. So to set my face, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty. I have this little, I got it in my 100 Point Perks Pro-filter Instant Retouch setting powder, and I have it in this shade Cashew, and I'm just going to set the rest of my face. And I like to use my sponge because I feel like it really sets the powder. And I love this, I love the Fenty Beauty setting powders because it really just, it creates a filter over your makeup, and it's like, it's absolutely gorgeous on, comes back out as well with it. So now that we set the face, I'm going to be using this new LA Girl blush collection, like glow palette. It comes with 2 blushes, a bronzer, and a highlight. I've actually never used this before, so this one truly is a first impressions. So to bronze my skin, I'm just going to go in with that bronzer shade right there. And I'm just going to take this Wet n Wild, just bronzer blush, and just go ham. I'm going to go ham because I don't know how the color is. I mean, this may be a bit light. Oh yeah. I mean, it's there, but I'm not getting the bronze effect that I usually like. So I'm going to go in, I have a backup, thank God, with my Cheekleader palette from Benefit, and I'm just going to go in with the Hoola Caramel shade right here. And with that same brush, just dip in. Start bronzing this bitch. I love a bronze face. The more bronze, the better. I mean, I probably look crazy to some people, but I absolutely love it. Like, I kind of overdid it with the bronze today, but oh well. So because I kind of went excessive, like extremely excessive with the bronzer, I'm just going to take my powder again, and I'm going to clean it up as much as I can. And then for blush, I'm just going to go in with these two blush shades right here. I don't have names for them. I'm just gonna take my Luxie blush brush and just swoop both of these in here, tap the excess, and start blushing this baby. Hopefully the blush will tone down some of that bronzer that I have going on here. I think it's very pretty. My blush is pretty, and I can see, like, you see like that glow going through with that blush. It must, these blushes must have like a real nice sheen to them. It's pretty. I like blushes that have a sheen to them. It brings like that extra glow to your skin. Wipe that powder off. And then it does come with a highlighter shade in this palette. I wonder how it looks. Ooh. I mean, it does feel a tad bit chalky. Like, it's not as like buttery and as creamy as I like my highlights to be, but it does have a nice like little glow to it. So for video purposes, I'm going to just go in with this brush. I love this brush for highlight, and I'm going to, ooh, that is pretty actually. I'm so surprised. It has kind of like a gold like reflex to it. It's very pretty. It's like really pretty. I'm like really surprised. And I do like to drag the highlight down to like towards my lip, because this will really, when you look at it, it'll give you like that nice glass like effect. And I like to put on the forehead, on the temple. I also like to apply with my finger on my nose. Ooh. Slightly on the bridge of my nose. And on my Cupid's bow. And then to blend it out, I just dip my brush in a little bit, and I feel like this really contours my nose without having to do like an actual contour. Very, very, very surprised with this highlighter. I actually really like it. That's why you don't go off of swatches. I'm gonna move on to my lower lash line. So again, pulling out the Jackie Aina palette, I'm going to mix ginger and edges together, and I'm going to use just this flat like shader brush, and I'm going to just stamp first. I'm going to stamp the color to make sure I get the pigmentation that I want. And then if you want a little bit more pigmentation, just do the same thing. And I'm not going all the way into the inner corner. I want to keep that nice and open and bright. And then with a tiny little like shader brush here, this is the Morphe M432 brush. I'm going to go back in with Credit, which is that like brown plum shade, and I'm going to go right into the lash line, stamp it right in that lash line area, just to smoke it out a bit. Now for lashes, I'm going to go in with the Kiss True Volume Plump Up Effect Lashes in the shade Ritzy. And I'm going to do this off camera because it takes me forever, so, and I know y'all don't want to see me struggle and put these lashes on, so I will be right back. Okay, so I popped on my lashes, and then I did my lower lashes with the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, which is amazing. Now that my eyes are complete, my face is complete, I'm going to do my lips. So I had gotten four new little lip pencils from LA Colors. Here, I know they look the exact same, but trust me, they are different. I have Sugar and Spice, Flesh, Bare, and Blushing. So for lip liner, I think I'm going to go in with Bare, which is more of like that brownie nude. And I'm going to line them. Close-up mirror. And I dramatically overline my lips because, you know, your girl loves her DSL lips. These pencils are a little drying, but they're pretty. They do the work. And then for my liquid lipstick, I have two from Joah Cosmetics right here. And the one is Sugar Cookie and the other one is Peanut Butter. I'm gonna use both of them. So I'm gonna start off with Peanut Butter all over the lips. And then on top, it does matte down really quickly. I'm gonna, in the center, go in with that pinky shade, and I'm just going to use my finger to blend it out. And then last but not least, we're going to set the face. For my setting spray, my Milani Make It Last setting spray, because you know you want this baby to last all day. Oh, and I almost forgot. I just lined my waterline with my Kokie Cosmetics Velvet Smooth Eyeliner in the shade Champagne. And then also I'm going to, you know, pop a little inner corner highlight. And I'm going to go in with the Glow Blush Palette from LA Girl and dip right into that highlighter shade and start and pop that inner corner in. And now we are done. So I hope you guys like today's look. As far as like my reviews on everything, this palette is absolutely everything. The colors are beautiful. The formula is amazing. The shimmers are amazing. The mattes are amazing. Everything is amazing about this palette. The foundation, amazing. Love the coverage, love the finish. You still have like that beautiful coverage, but you also have that beautiful glow to your skin, comfortable. You can layer it. It's medium to buildable coverage. Absolutely love it. A must. In here, these lip pencils. First impression, I mean, they did the work. They lined my lips. They were just a little bit drying, but maybe after you know, warming them up a little bit, it'll, that was my dog. After warming them up a little bit, they'll work. They're pretty good. These are really nice. They dried very quick. You can layer them. They don't feel super drying on the skin at all. They don't look crusty. They don't look crepey. Definitely the Joah Wat-A-Matte liquid lipsticks are a must. And the LA Girl blush collection Glow palette, the bronzer was a no. The blushes were a yes. The highlighter was a hell yes. And that's about it as far as new products that I use, my review, my first impressions on them. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Give your girl a big shout out, and I will see you in my next one.